Hey everyone, it's Jeannie King, and here we are on day 9 of our 30-day 2.0 money game. And I got to tell you, I have so many great stories of realizations and actual things that are happening to people. And I have to tell you all about them, and I will. I've got a number of stories. And I also want to tell you that we discussed briefly that imagination and finances are often tied together because people cannot imagine using their finances for something that they can't afford. So this money game, the premise of it is to expand how we see ourselves, to see a total influx of money every day, every day, every day, and to expand that. So that's what we're doing with our imagination. One participant said the other day she couldn't even figure out how to spend her $7,000. But on an $8,000 day, she said she is buying an RV dishwasher, a Bose surround sound, upgrade the TV, gift each of her sons $1,000. She has 4 of them. Pay Wi Fi for the year, seal the RV roof and have it washed, mount to hang a TV in the bunk room, and put $500 in a single tip jar because she's a musician. Another took $7,000 from the day before and said, I am recognizing the energy change big time. This week, I was tagged in a few posts where all I had to do was comment, and suddenly I now have a New Year's resolution journal and intention cards for free, all headed my way. I also got a letter in the mail from being a Sheraton member offering me 5 days and 4 nights at a fabulous resort, plus a $100 restaurant gift card for only $269. She said, now I don't know if we happen to want to go, but wow, what a deal. I get unexpected money and cool, useful things all the time. She said, thanks so much. I am incredibly grateful. And I got to tell you, gratitude is key. Gratitude. And we give thanks ahead of time, remember. Another got $200 check unexpectedly. A participant said she is using her $8,000 by putting $4,000 toward a sacred space that provides rest, recharging, inspiration, yoga, meditation, nature, quiet, healthy food, hope, and peace for others and myself. Now, listen to this. 2,000 I'm going to give cash gifts to those I am led to. I'm taking 10 $100 bills and 20 $50 bills. I feel people need a burst of goodness right now. Also, I'm putting $2,000 toward a down payment for a new home near my sacred space. This game is really opening my thoughts on all the possibilities, and it makes my heart happy. Well, guess what? It makes my heart happy too. We have so many stories. Another participant said that she bought tickets for herself and her husband to take a vacation to Germany in the Rhine Valley, and she sent this picture that was just fabulous. And she said, tomorrow I'm going to use the money and book tickets for our kids and give them a separate room. What about that? I love that. Someone said, day 8, I was inspired by what everyone else is doing with their money. So today I'm investing $5,000 in a trailer for our son's pickup. He is always available to help us with big hauling jobs, wood, mulch, rocks, and sod, you name it. He hauls it for us. So I thought a trailer would be helpful and pay him back in a small way for all he does for us. The remaining $3,000 I am putting toward a small greenhouse. I lost my edible garden in the weird freeze last year, so a greenhouse will make the sustainable part of winter gardening a little more viable. I love that. Now, here's one that will blow your mind, and this is where God talked back to her. She said, by day 7, and she's talking about the whole week, I have tithed every day, gotten a massage, paid off 2 credit cards, donated to a candidate, bought a new phone, took my besties to a fancy brunch, paid over half on an e-car so far, Gave myself a spa day, visited an old friend who moved up north some time ago, including buying warm wear for me, and I set aside some money for the Be Now Beautiful Network of Women 2022 repeat. That's what we're doing, right? And that's just the first week. She said, I've also had sort of an awakening myself. What happened is we have a feeding station with spots for birds and squirrels. And we put out corn cob, we put out peanuts, water, sunflower seeds, thistles. But the other day, the squirrels got into a fight over who was going to be at the feeder. They chased each other all over the tree and the ground, chittering like crazy. And I stood at the window saying, take all you want. There's more than enough. Take all you want, over and over and over again. And she said, all of a sudden, I heard God saying it back to me. Take all you want. There's more than enough. I just love these stories. My invitation is to take on being who you want to be right now. Take all you want. There's more than enough. I'm taking $4,000 today, and I am booking a week-long trip with my husband down to the Bubble Houses in Terlingua, which is in Big Bend. It's just phenomenal, and the stars are just amazing. And then I am buying myself a week at the spa for some rest, relaxation, and some facial work. How fun is that? So yesterday, I promised to tell you the story of a man that I helped, who I had worked with at a radio station in West Texas. He was the program director, and he was sick to death of it. And he came to me and he said, he knew I was a coach, and he said, I just want to get out of the radio biz. And I went, okay. And I said, what do you want to do? And he said, I want to get into real estate. And I said, okay. And he said, but my friends all say, don't do it. We live in a fairly small city. All the real estate agents are, they've been here forever. They have everything. And, you're just going to fail. And I said, well, what do you think? And he said, I think I can do it. I said, okay. And he said, in fact, they think I'm crazy, but I would like by the end of the first year to have sold $1 million in real estate. I said, okay, you're clear on that. So we got in his car and drove down to the little Sonic drive-in by the river and got a cherry limeade. And I started running him through this. And I said, okay, let's see you as a successful real estate agent. How do you dress? What are you dressed in? Is it neat, clean, professional? What do your shoes look like? Are they shined? Are they, in good shape? How do you enter a room? With your head up? Smile on your face? Eye contact? Hold out your hand for a nice firm grip? Do you talk to people and listen to them and feed it back to them? How do you sit down? With poise and strength? How do you eat? Do you shovel your food in and hunch over it and just don't look up? Or do you eat mindfully? What do you eat? Do you choose the very cheapest thing on the menu? And do you drive every day through the dollar menu at the drive-in? Because all of these things matter. I want you to see yourself as a very successful real estate agent. And he said, I'm going to do it. And he did. Now, I got to tell you, he came to me later and he said, how I wanted to, by the end of 12 months, be $1 million real estate seller? And I went, yeah. And he said, well, I got to tell you, that didn't happen. I actually did it in 6 months. 6 months. How did that happen? He took it on. He saw himself being that person right now, even though he had never done it before. He knew he could do it. So my question to you is, what is it that you are creating in your life? How do you want to be seen by others? How do you want to show up? What kind of money do you want to make? What kind of car do you want to drive? What do you want to look like, be, do, travel? How do you want to travel? All of these things are very important. So I want you to get a clear picture in your mind of who that person is that you want to be. Got it? Okay, so I want you to just take in a deep breath. Feel this energy coming into your heart center and bring your thoughts, your mind down in there. Visualize that, feel it, ramp it up real big, send it out in a burst of energy, and you know as you send this out, the universal mind of God receives it, says yes, and sends it back to you. So you gotta dream big. What do you want? Who do you want to be? Now, let's take in another deep breath, bring it into our heart and our mind. I want you to imagine everybody who is playing this game with us, and I want you to reach out with that energy and send your energy into their energy, seeing the desires of their heart being delivered to them. Now, please share, everybody. Please share. Share your stories, share your triumphs, share your insights, and even share where you are being stopped, because all of that is important, and we all learn and grow from that. Tomorrow we put $10,000 into our account and we spend it. So I want your imagination to be big. I want you to be confident, have fun, and I'll see you tomorrow. $10,000. Thanks for playing.